What's up guys, Eric from B-Side. Today I want to go ahead and go through the most frequently asked troubleshooting questions which can be easily solved by yourself with the phone mirroring system. So we have the IF04 and also the IF02. So I'm going to go ahead and go through both of them with you right now. So the very first topic I want to cover is you're driving and you're mirroring your phone and all of a sudden it will go back to its home screen by itself. And that's because under your setting, you have the auto change to home screen enabled. And how to prevent it from happening is go ahead and go back to your Lexus home infotainment screen or your Toyota home infotainment screen. Go to your settings and go to general, scroll down on the bottom arrow, and you'll find an option that says auto change to home screen. Go ahead and uncheck that, because when you have that checked, when you're driving, it is going to take you back to home screen after some time. So you don't want that to happen when you're mirroring your phone, because you obviously want to see what's being mirrored onto the car screen, so you want to uncheck that. Okay, topic number 2. That is my voice is lagging compared to the image, or some of the apps are not being mirrored. That's 99% of the time it's due to the fact that you're not using the authentic Apple AV adapter. There's a lot of fake ones out there that look similar in the look, but if you paid anything under $40, I guarantee you have the Chinese knockoff or you have one of the aftermarket ones. So out of all the non-authentic Apple AV adapter that we have tried using, none of them works reliably. So make sure you have the authentic Apple AV adapter. It's gonna cost probably like $40 to $50. You know you have the right one, you could buy from Amazon. We have the link on our product page, so if you just click on that link, it will take you to the correct product. Don't buy the cheaper knockoff that's not approved by Apple. Those are always going to guarantee you issues such as lag issue, the voice is lagging, some apps don't come out, or it just stops working after some time. Okay, and the third topic is all you get is a blue screen. Blue screen, but it says no input signal. When you see that blue screen, it's actually a good sign. That means that these kits over here is actually doing its job. It's actually working. Anything that's connected from the white HDMI converter to your phone, there's something wrong with that. That's why you're only getting the blue screen. So when you get that blue screen, go ahead and make sure you double check, triple check all the connections. And once again, it could be caused by a non-authentic Apple AV adapter, or whatever adapter you're using is not having power. So if you're using the Apple AV adapter, you don't need to power it up to necessarily mirror the phone. But if you have an Android using the wireless device, that needs to be powered, and it's going to be powered using the USB power supply that's included in these kits. Make sure it is powered, make sure that is turned on, and make sure the HDMI connector is on there really good. So if there's something wrong with it between your phone and the white box, that is where the issue is. Another issue that could cause that is the lightning extension cable that you purchase. You probably purchased on Amazon. Sometimes those are defective. How you could check if that's the problem is go ahead and try connecting your phone directly onto the Apple AV adapter. If that works, then we know it's the lightning extension cable. If that still doesn't work, it could actually be the Apple AV adapter. I mean, those rarely have any defects, but once in a while they do have issues. So if you want, you could go ahead and grab that AV adapter and try connecting on your home TV. If it doesn't work inside the car, it should also not work on the TV. If it works on the TV and it doesn't work on ours, it could be a compatibility issue, which we never experienced, but who knows? New things could happen all the time. All right, and the next troubleshooting question is my screen resolution. Something's funky, it's black and white. It's fuzzy, it's like moving around, it's not stable. Go ahead and check to make sure on the white box that it is set at NTSC, not PAL. We ship everything in NTSC mode, but sometimes when you're installing it, who knows, maybe you could accidentally switch that to PAL. If you did, put it back to NTSC. At the same time, on your vehicle, make sure it's at NTSC. It will be at NTSC if you have left it alone, but for some reason, if you change it and it goes to PAL, then the image quality will suffer. It's gonna look kind of funny, so make sure it's at NTSC. Next topic is video in motion is not working. So my vehicle is parked, I have my e-brake on, it's working, but as soon as I release that e-brake and I start driving, the mirroring stops and it says something in the areas of not safe to view while driving. One of those warning signs come out. When that happens, typically, it could be due to two things, and that will mostly affect our Toyota customers. Our Lexus customers usually don't have this issue. So the first thing is make sure your video in motion bypass is engaged. And how you do that with the Toyota vehicles is there's gonna be a little small box in our IF02 AEP. It's gonna have NT and TV. Make sure it's on TV when that happens. That's the video in motion bypass. You engage it by putting it to TV. You disengage it by going to NT. We need it to be at TV to show the video in motion. For the Lexus customers, the IF04 EP customers, depending on which vehicle you have, it's going to be a little bit different. Most likely, the video in motion is always going to be active. But if you have any troubles mirroring the vehicle while the vehicle is in motion, or if you have trouble clicking on that grayed out expand button, all you have to do is engage the bypass. And how you do that is go to your steering wheel, press the up, down, volume buttons. So you're gonna just press up, down, and you'll hear two very quick beeps. It'll go beep, beep. And once you hear that, that is an audible confirmation that you're in the bypass mode. And once you're in the bypass mode, you should be able to watch the video in motion and also click on that expand button that is grayed out when your vehicle is moving. And another note for the Lexus customer is if you need to engage that steering wheel control bypass to watch video, that means you do not want the timer to be on for the bypass on the Lexus. So we have a timer on it. By default, it's 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, it will disengage by itself. You probably don't want that to happen. So if you want to turn that off, you can also do so by going into settings mode on the bypass and then changing it to no timer. Okay, so how you do that is while your vehicle is off, hold on to the volume down button and turn on the vehicle and just keep long holding it until you hear audible beeps, and then you are in the program mode. Okay, and then go ahead and refer to the instruction manual and it's going to tell you exactly how to do that. All right, guys, well, that's it. Those are the main most asked troubleshooting questions that we have for both IF04 and IF02 EP. This is our phone mirroring system. So if you have any other issues that you're running into, go ahead and shoot us an email at info@beatsonicusa.com and we'll be able to help you out. Thanks for watching.